Okay, hi there everybody. I'm doing a quick reading for the day via video. So the cards that I got for you today are the Spring Equinox, the River, and Gaia. Alright, for the Northern Hemisphere, they definitely have just recently experienced the Spring Equinox, where the rest of us in the Southern Hemisphere have just recently experienced the Autumnal Equinox. This is a time of rebirth, no matter how you look at it actually. You'll see on the left-hand side we have Ostara or Easter. She is also the goddess associated with Easter. And so you see the rampant fertility there represented by the rabbit. There's usually a bird and an egg. That's where all that kind of celebration comes from. And this is all to show abundance, rebirth, new beginnings, all of that kind of thing. And this is applicable not only in what is going on in the earth at the moment in the Northern Hemisphere, but also what's going on within ourselves. And this is new beginnings or new starts, perhaps in a project, maybe a new relationship of some sort, a new business endeavor, whatever it is. This shows rebirth and starting anew in whatever shape or form that takes in your life. Should it be the autumnal equinox for the Southern Hemisphere, this shows also the letting go of things, out with the old, in with the new, the shedding of your skin as the leaves of the tree would shed, so that you actually can go through that stage of rest and also eventually have a rebirth. But to a large extent, that letting go, that release and letting go of things that no longer serve us, toxic relationships, a bad job that really didn't serve you, maybe, getting rid of stuff like bad habits where you aren't exercising enough or haven't been eating right, so your body's not feeling okay. All of that kind of thing is applicable here. So in their own right, each hemisphere is experiencing something that can bring new beginnings for them. The river shows movement. So this is you taking initiative and, effecting movement in your own life. And the river cuts new paths. Water is very powerful, and rivers form themselves. They decide where they go. They often take the road less traveled, and they actually cut new paths for themselves. So this is showing that if you initiate movement and you take the first few steps, you will be supported, and you will gain momentum, and you will eventually have movement in a positive direction. It's hard for some of us to believe because the past year or so, yes, maybe the past couple of years for some have been rather difficult, and especially the past few months have been really, really rough. We've been going through a lot of energetic shifts, and that's been tough on a lot of people. But I can tell you that 2019 is bringing a nice shift for us, and from now on for the next couple of months and into the next couple of years, we're really going to see some positive changes, growth on all levels. So this is really, really wonderful. Gaia teaches us about nurturing ourselves, nurturing the earth. If there's something that you can do to assist another person, an animal, the earth as a whole, do good things, or maybe you want to shift your job into something that is more aligned with what you believe you're here to do, whatever the case is. Nurture yourself as well, nurture the planet, nurture those around you, take more self-care, look after yourself, don't burn yourself out, don't take advantage of others until they burn themselves out. Bring that balance back in so that everybody is nurtured and everybody is benefited. Okay, so this is perhaps even something new that you could do if that's not something you've been in the habit of doing, and know that you now have the ability to move forward, take advantage of this movement and move yourself into a more positive direction. Alright, sometimes the tiniest step can start something off that can be life-changing. So please remember that. And if you've been waiting to do something, you've been hesitating or deliberating or procrastinating, please take the steps. Alright, if you know that you feel in your heart it is a good thing, if it feels good, it is. If it feels bad, it is. But if it feels good and you feel like you should act upon it, I strongly encourage it, because there is a lot of potential for positive change right now. Okay, and that concludes our reading. I wish you all a wonderful week further. There's not much left of it, but take care and chat soon.